The National Khoisan Council would like to see the expropriation of state-owned land on the balance sheet of the Department of Public Works to be handed over to the Khoi and San communities, very specifically saying that the Expropriation Act does not address the history of displacement of the Khoi, the San and other native and indigenous communities. Joining us now is member of the Khoisan Council, Stanley Peterson. Prof. Peterson, good evening. Thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. Perhaps give us a sense of what the position of the Khoisan Council is on the Expropriation Act signed into law by the President.
Marisa, thank you. It's just good evening and good afternoon to our people. Look, we as a National Khoisan Council represent the Khoi and San people of South Africa. We are delighted that the President signed the Act into law. But the problem that we have now is we're sitting with thieves that own our land. And now we want to negotiate with thieves about our land. That is the biggest problem and challenge we have. When the land claims open, they said we must claim land post-1913. Now, as the Khoi and San people, we lost our land pre-1913. Way back from the 1400s. So we've got an issue here. Our thing is why we're delighted and so happy is now the President, without paying somebody, can hand out all state-owned land that is in the hands of public works to the Khoi and San people, even to our African brothers. Because there you don't have to pay money. You can just hand over that land. That land was never bought by somebody. If they said that land was bought, they must show us a receipt.
Yeah. If 1913 is not sufficient enough a historical date to go back to, how far back must the conversation of land claims and land restitution go?
Look, the Constitution of South Africa says we are all equal before the law, and our voices must be heard as minority group. We have got a right to life. That is what the UN Charter says. Now the problem is here. Once you said you can claim land post-1913, you exclude us as the Khoi and San people. Now we don't, the Constitution is violating our rights because we were here before anybody were here. That is our ultimate challenge here. Because when the other people came here, they came with the churches, like missionary stations. And then the state gives that person with the Bible, that the church, the land, where the people were occupying that land first. So now we're sitting with two dynamic issues here. Some of the land, majority of our lands are in mission stations, people that came here from abroad, and the title deeds of our land is in their names. So we said, we applaud this law, but we are going to challenge the President now. The state land that's currently here doesn't need money. Give that land over to us. That's simple.
Yeah. Just lastly, Stanley, the Council welcomes the signing of the bill into Act, but on the other hand, doesn't think it addresses the question of restitution because it is a negotiating process, as you say, and you can't negotiate with thieves. So outside of wanting to, asking the state to hand over state-owned land that is already in the ambit and control of the state, what is the position of the Council on the Expropriation Act as it stands?
Look, there's two things here. One of, for example, you focus now today on the expropriation land. There's another issue here. The issue is the land claims opened in 1994 and it closed in 1998, December. Now, the land claims reopened the 1st of July 2024, and it closed the 1st of July 2026. And then there was a Lamosa case before the Concord. And the Concord gave the South African government 2 years until 2018 to bring this law back. But the Concord judgment said, I can read it to you. They said, your claims that you launch as Khoisan people are validly launched. But the Parliament must pass a new law. Now look from 2016 up until now. It's now 9 years. And government is in contempt of court. Now they're seeing we're going to take this matter to court. Now this matter is, the Expropriation Act is being signed into law. So this is our issue. There's two issues. Our land claims need to be addressed and reopened to, and the other one is this land. Because remember Section 25 of the Act said, you cannot take land. Those people must be compensated. Now, our problem is that it will take years for government to get the money to buy the land from these thieves. So we said, as a first move, to show us that we as a Khoisan people belongs to South Africa, give us this state-owned land.
Yeah. Stanley, thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it. Professor Stanley Peterson is a member of the Khoisan Council.